Hello and welcome to the 7-day challenge all about releasing money blocks, changing your mindset around money, going from a scarcity to an abundance mindset, and also giving you tools and techniques that you can actually apply yourself to delve even deeper. In this 7-day challenge, I'm going to guide you and support you and empower you to take action in order to change your relationship with money. And if you play full out and you really take some uncomfortable actions for some of the days, but delve deep, I can assure you, you're going to feel so much more empowered and you're going to start trusting yourself that you have the power within you to change the fears, the blocks, the stories that you've been telling yourself about money, and you will put practical steps in place in order to see that 1mm improvement. Now, my ask is that you watch these videos in sequence because everything is going to have a cumulative compound impact and effect. And I'm going to use the analogy of a house. So today is day 1 and tomorrow day 2. These 2 days are going to tackle the foundation of the house. We need to make sure that the foundation is solid and strong. So then when we start building the walls in the house on day 3, 4 and 5, we've actually got that strong foundation to be able to support the walls. And then on day 6 and 7, we're going to focus on building the roof to make sure that you've got a watertight structure that is giving you strong foundations, strong walls to support the roof, and then that house is yours to kit out as you feel fit to do over the coming weeks and months. The idea is that by doing the 7-day challenge now at the tail end of September and early October, it will give you enough time to actually put into place the right processes and mechanisms in order for when December comes along and there's going to be a festive period, but any time of the year, whenever you may be watching this video, that you can actually feel that you have control and you can regulate your behavior and patterns around money and don't fall into old behaviors and patterns and actions that you've taken in the past. It may potentially keep you blocked. Now, if you're one of the maybe 5 to 10% that have got a very good, healthy relationship with money, well done you. I celebrate you, and leave a comment in the kind of comments below to encourage anyone else that comes across that video. That would be greatly appreciated. But if you are one of the other 90%, and I personally have been in that 90% for a large chunk of my life, and it's only in the past few years where my relationship with money has drastically shifted. Now, for those of you that haven't come across this channel before, it's the Be Heard, Be Brave, Be Free channel, where it's all about self-development, empowering and encouraging each other to get through this life journey in the most fun, sustainable and enjoyable way. And what my kind of previous career path was, qualified accountant working in the financial services. So I have looked after multi-million pound projects and divisional teams areas within large organisations over the preceding 20 plus years of my career. Looking after other people's money sometimes is much easier than looking at our own. So for those of you that potentially either work in finance or work in a company where you're looking after money for other people, you're probably very good at that. But when it comes to your own money, you might have some kind of beliefs and stories and blocks that are actually keeping you stuck. So you're in the right place. So day one, we're actually going to lay the foundations. But in order to lay the foundations, what we need to do is do a little bit of digging. And this is where I want you to take a piece of paper, because we'll go old school. If you want to do it on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, and you want to have a Word document or a notepad or an Excel spreadsheet, it's totally up to you. But if we go back to just plain pen and paper and capture some information that is going to give you that awareness and also accept where you currently are. Because we can't fix what we don't understand. We can't track what we don't even know. And this is about you taking action today to do this exercise, just like what I have done. And to sort of like show you what I would like you to do, it's up to you how you actually present it. This is the way that I've got it documented, is I want you to create like 5 headings. And in these 5 headings, you're going to capture fears that you may have, stories that you tell yourself, blocks that you experience, feelings that you clearly feel or you are aware of feeling, and the actions that you take. And in the fears, I'm going to give you some examples. Some of them apply to me, and others are examples that I've actually had from either courses that I've attended or training that I've sort of taken part. Some of the fears that we've got is that I don't deserve money. I am not worthy of having money. Then there's stories that we can tell ourselves, or we have been telling ourselves, or we heard family members, our caregivers, within school, within our religion, within our community, somewhere we might have heard these stories. I am bad with money. Money is scarce. Money doesn't grow on trees. There isn't enough money to go around. Then there might be blocks that you're actually feeling. I don't like maths. I can't budget. I am not smart. I can't take care of money. In some of these fears, stories, blocks, you might just want to have one category and you just want to capture absolutely everything. What we want to unearth is all these thoughts, all these things that keep on repeating or keep surfacing anytime we think of money. And I want you to keep writing until there's nothing more to write. And even if you spend 5-10 minutes after this video, or you want to pause this video and capture what your fears, stories and blocks are. Because for some of you, block might mean something, story might mean something else, fear might mean something else. To me, all 3 of them are very interchangeable, and it's what's keeping us stuck, what's not letting us live the life that we want and aspire to live. And this is where our brain can't cope with conflicting beliefs. So if you really desire and want money because you know having more money is going to make your life more fun, more enjoyable, you're going to live a more fulfilling life, not worrying, not stressing out about money. But if you've got these old beliefs, all these old stories, all these old blocks that are keeping you stuck because they're competing with that desire to have money. If you think you're not good with money, that you don't deserve money, that money is the root of all evil, people that have got money are greedy, they're not nice people. If you have money, then you're not going to be a nice person. Whatever those stories, fears, blocks, beliefs may be for you, you need to capture them. So if you capture them in the next 5-10 minutes, and then later on in the day something else comes to mind, write it down. Keep capturing until there's nothing more to capture. And even if you got to day 7 of this challenge and you still have more thoughts that are coming up, keep writing them down, because this is you taking the first step of becoming aware of what your thoughts, what the fears, what the blocks, what the stories are. And then once you are aware of them, and then you're articulating them by writing them down, putting pen to paper or typing them into whatever doc you're capturing this information, then you can accept where you are today. You can accept these are all the thoughts, the beliefs that I've got that are actually keeping me where I am today. And that might be 50% away from where you want to go, or you might be one of those people where you're 10% away from where you want to go, or you're 90% from where you want to go. And these steps that you're going to take over the next few days are going to give you that awareness, that acceptance of where you are, and empower you to take action to change your circumstances, because you control your choices, you control whether you take an action or you choose not to. So if you've not got a healthy relationship with money right now, this is your opportunity to take action to change that. Now, the other two sections that we've got on that list is the feelings. So once you've got all your fears, all your stories, all your blocks all written down, then what is the feeling associated with them? So if you think I am not worthy of having money, then you probably feel I am hopeless, potentially, or maybe something else. What else do you may be thinking? I feel ashamed if you're not able to take care of money. I feel useless. And that is just some feelings that might actually surface, because money is a very emotive topic, because we either don't have enough, or we don't have what we think we deserve, or we don't believe that we deserve any more than what we've got, but it creates so much stress, discomfort, and worry in our lives. So this is where, understanding those feelings, then we know what we want to then switch that feeling to no longer be shame, no longer feel hopeless, no longer feel useless, or whatever else it might be for you. And then once you've got all these fears, stories, blocks, the feelings associated with them, then it's about articulating, well, what is the action that you're actually taking? And it could well be that you avoid or you ignore taking any action whatsoever. It's easier to put your head in the sand or in the clouds, or numb yourself by watching Netflix, scrolling on social media, listening to someone else's money worries or whatever, comparing yourself to others. You might do 101 things, but it's not about taking action to change and improve your beliefs, the stories, the blocks that you have around money. And in some instances, the action is, I don't even know where to start. So you're at the right place, because these videos over the next 6 days after today is going to give you tools and techniques that if you apply in your life, you will get to the point where you will know what to do. And even if it is where to go and search and get more kind of guidance and support, but you're going to be able to take action. And you taking these steps today is your first step in building that strong foundation. Now, through these videos, there's going to be a fair bit of repetition. And the reason why I'm doing the repetition, it's a conscious, it's not me over-explaining, it's not me forgetting my train of thought. I'm doing it on purpose. And that is because we've got a 7-second short-term memory, we've got a 12-minute long-term memory, and then once we've deciphered and we've repeated stuff from the 7-second to the 12-minute, then it eventually goes into our long-term memory, which is our subconscious. So what we want to do is build up repetition that you know that you're going to take action today. And your action today, if you want to change your relationship with money, because you're in control of that, not me. I can give you as much guidance, I can support you as much as I can, but at the end of the day, it's you that's taking that pen and paper and writing down what your fears, what the stories were, what were the blocks, not what you want them to be, but what they currently are. So it's becoming aware of that. Writing down the feelings that you feel, and the feelings might be the same for all of them. It might be the shame, the guilt, the useless, hopeless, whatever other negative kind of thought you may have, the self-criticism that you may have, and your action might be the same for all of them. I ignore them, I avoid them, I pretend that they're not happening. I'm like trying to delude myself. I'm like denying that these things are happening. But by doing that, you're keeping yourself stuck. You're keeping yourself in an unhealthy relationship with money. Okay, I'm going to bring it to a close. Now, for those of you that followed this channel previously, you know I want you to go out and seize the day. And I want you to take that pen and paper and write down all the stories, all the fears, all the blocks, the feelings and the actions that are associated with them. And once you've done that, then turn up tomorrow for us to take the next step on this journey. So remember, you've got choices in life, and this is your opportunity to change your relationship with money. So please choose wisely. Until tomorrow, bye.